Good morning, Blankers, and welcome back to Blanker Vision. So you join me as I have just arrived at the beautiful Baden Fisheries. I'm here for 48 hours. I'm just going to go over a speed bump, so that's where the GoPro normally falls off. So we're back for 48. Apologies for the delay in uploading. I've been on holiday for 2 weeks, so I had a lovely holiday, bit of sunshine on the old Blanker's head, but I am back and excited. So I'm just pulling up now, so I'm going to go get in, have myself some breakfast, and then I'll be down on the Quarry lake for 48 hours. So the next time you'll see me, I'll probably be down on the lake, so I'll see you soon. Good morning, Blankers, and you join me down at the peg, and guess what? Guess where I came in the draw first? That has never happened to me before, so yeah, first out the draw, cannot complain about that. So I've chosen peg number 16. I'm coming in here because it's very windy, so yeah, peg 16. The winds, as you can hear and see, smashing into me, so yeah, I've seen a fish show out in front of me already, which is a great sign. So I just need to decide what the plan of attack is. Do I go 2 on zigs, 1 zig, 1 on a choddy or a pop-up? We shall see, but I need to get the rod sorted now. I'm going to have a lead about, see what the crack is. But yeah, absolutely buzzing. It's looking glorious if you take a goosey gander out there. Proper carpy conditions, temperatures about 18-19 degrees, so absolutely ready for this. So let's find some spots and let's get fishing. We've got 48 hours to see if we can snatch one of these Baden beauties. Blankers, so we've got 2 out on the spot now. So I've got 1 on a zig, 3 foot, black piece of foam. That is out where I've seen fish showing. And then the left rod, I've been lucky enough to find a gravel spot. Now, if you find one of those spots on this lake, it is a good sign. It's very weedy. It's taken me a long time. What time is it now? It's 1:05, and I've only just got the rods in. Bearing in mind, I got down to the lake at 10:45, so 2 hours spent finding spots and messing around, and the wind is just blowing spon. Anyway, so I'm going to show you what baiting approach I'm going to use for that gravel spot that I found. Dead simple. It's literally just going to be boilie, and for today I brought the bug with me from DNA, and then I'm going to mix in a little bit of spod syrup, and that's going to be it. I'm just going to go a boilie approach on that spot. The big fish, a lot of them do feed on naturals in here. I'm not going to put a lot of bait in. I'm probably just going to put 3 midi spoms on that spot, and that has got a Ronnie rig, and I have armed that with a match the hatch bug pop-up, which typical. Pull out the wafter, I pull out the Secret 7 pop-up, I pull out the bug pop-up, so there we go. So lovely match the hatch style. You've seen on my videos before, you know I absolutely love the bug. I've also got the wafters and the Secret 7 pop-up, so yeah, those are my go-to through the summer months. So let's have a look at these boilies and the little bit of spot syrup we're going to put on. About a third of that's gone in there, and then I've got my little DNA spoon. Give it a good mix. And that's it for this session. Really straightforward. No point in putting loads of bait in my opinion, on the quarry. The fish are fed for and fished for all year round, weekend in, weekend out. Keep it simple, zigs, and a simple boilie approach tends to do the business. Solid bags work quite well as well, so if we haven't had any luck in the first 24 hours, I've got my solid bag kit with me, so we can give that a go as well. Let's get some of this out. There you have it, Blankers. Both rods on the dance floor, a little bit of bait put out there. Gonna sit back now, relax, enjoy, because I've not been out in 3 weeks. And yeah, just enjoy this warm breeze. Apologies for the sound if it is crisp breezy, but it's looking absolutely glorious. We've seen fish showing in front of peg 1, just over halfway. Just outside of my water, but if they're in the area, Blankers, it's a good sign. Right, I'm going to take shelter in the bivvy shed, and I'll catch up with you tea time, let you know what the crack is and what's happening, unless we have a fish before then. But it's looking beautiful, looking really nice, buzzing to be back out. One last look at it before I'll catch you all a little bit later on. Yes, Blankers, it has all just kicked off royally. Chilling, making some solid bags. It's 4:20 now, and the right hand rod has just absolutely melted off. That's the zig rod, which has only been in the water for about 40 minutes, because as I was chatting to Dan the bailiff, I saw a fish show as we were nattering away, so I reeled it in quickly while he was here, plonked it on its head, and then yeah, half an hour, 40 minutes later, It's melted off. Took me in a weed bed, got it out, felt it all the way in, as you'll see my net. My landing net's just down there where I had to get ready to net the fish, and yeah, as I've got it 2 rod lengths away, the hook's just pulled. That's what happens when it's a barbless venue and fishing zigs. It's just never a good combination, is it? But those are the rules. It is what it is. It's good, but it's also not good at the same time that we've had a bite. But anyway, I've just tied up another fresh zig, get it back out on the spot now. I've not seen any fish show though, that's the problem since it's been out, but I'll just put it back to where we've had that bite from, and hopefully there is a couple of more fish still in that area. But as always, I'm going to say the famous line when everyone loses a fish: it felt like a good one, it felt heavy. But then I don't know if that was a mixture of the weed, because obviously it did come in with some low-lying weed wrapped around it. So anyway, shut up feeling sorry for yourself, Mark. Get the rod back out and let's see if we can get another bite. If not, I'll see you about tea time, because I've got something special to cook in the cob tonight. So see you then. Good evening, Blankers. And you might be sat there at home thinking, am I watching a specialist blanker peel a potato in Hut 16 at Baden Fishery on the Quarry? And you'd be absolutely right. You're not tripping, or you've not had too many special milks. So I'm going to be making my homemade chips, triple cooked, tonight on the bank, alongside a whole specially selected chicken that is going to be cooked in the cob, and that's going to take around 2 hours. So it's coming up to about 6:15 now, so I'm going to get the cob fired up shortly. Obviously I'm not going to show you the whole process because that'd be boring, but you will see the end product. You know, people have asked me already, how do you cook them chips on the bank? Well, that's the blanker's secret. Not going to be giving that away. But wait till you see the end result in about 2.5 hours time. However, for you, it's probably going to be in about a minute or so. On the carpy front, nothing exciting else has happened. I've not had any knocks on the zig, just as I said that. My bobbin lifted up, which is probably just the wind. So I'm going to leave the zig out all night. That's going to stay out. I've redone the Ronnie rig. I've put a pink Secret 7 pop-up on, because I've done well on pink pop-ups on here before when I was fishing peg 17 in the bay. So yeah, that's the plan of attack for tonight. I've not put any more bait out. I put the 3 or 4 midi spawns out earlier on that left hand spot, which is at 11 wraps towards peg 1, which is just at the side of a weed bed, really close up tight to it. And yeah, and then the zig, I'm going to keep dotting about. If I see another fish show, I will land it on its head, sorry, like I did with the other one. And that's the plan of attack for tonight. So I'll probably see you shortly with tonight's food. I need to time this and TikTok live, so that's going to be fun to try do all of that in between. Oh, and this, look, Blankers, look at this. Hopefully that comes out okay. But these are my new Specialist Blanker mugs. So you've got my logo on that side, and then you've got special milk on the other side. So I have got these to give away. So I've got 25. So if you do want one, leave me a comment, drop me a message on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll get one sent out to you. Gentleman across the way in peg 1 has got a fish on. He's frantically trying to sort himself out, bless him. I think he's trying to get his waders on. Scoop it up, son, scoop it up. Get it in. Yes, my son. Get in that net. Well in peg number 1, whoever you may be. Congrats. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. It's off to peg 14 we go, with a shovel and a spod rod and a table with a zig on. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Here we go, our new home for the final 24-hour blankers. Peg 14. And as you'll see, centre of the lake, the weather's changed dramatically. No wind hardly, it's clear blue skies. Just in peg 16 you're stuck in sort of a corner. If they're not there, they're not there. So we've moved to peg 14, a peg that I haven't fished before, to be fair, so we're going to give it a go. My mate's on his way. Hopefully Steve comes out okay in the peg draw and he can get close to me, but let's get everything set up now and I'll catch up with you in a bit. So good morning, blankers. Yeah, so very quiet night and we've had a change of peg. So as you will see, we are now in numero 14. So I'm just about to get first rod out. 2 zigs, it's got to be done. Proper ziggy weather. I'm not seeing anything show here, but at least I'm in the main bowl of the water, so I've got more water than I would have done in 16. So yeah, fingers crossed. And I've just heard from the bailiff, Big Steve Robbo's got the peg next to me in 13, so we'll be able to have a bit of a social as well. So happy days, looking forward to the next 24 hours. The breeze has picked up a little bit this morning. It was just like a mill pond, but thankfully there is a bit of a breeze and it is blowing in to 13, 14 and 12. So yeah, fingers crossed we can get another chance on the zig. So I'm going to stop waffling, get these out, get myself a cup of tea because I haven't had one yet, and see what the day brings. So it's about 10:30 now, so I'll catch up with you about lunchtime to let you know if anything carpy has happened. So I'll speak to you then. One on the dance floor. Alright, good afternoon, blankers. What time are we? 12:20. So I've had a little bit of a lead around and I found an absolutely lovely spot at 8 wraps out towards peg 5, just on the back of that weed bed. So we're going to go with the ever faithful blankers solid bag. A few fish that have been off this morning have all come off the bottom. Funnily enough, a lad in peg 11 had a double take just as he was packing up to go home. Had nothing for 48 hours, and then off a baited spot he's had 2 bites in very quick succession. Put my teeth in, both off the bottom. Someone that was in peg 12 has had fish off the bottom as well. So I need to cover all bases, so I'm going to go with a solid bag, and what I'm going to do now is put some of the amino smoke. So we're going to put some of the bug smoke into the bag. The hook bait of choice, You know I love an orange hook bait, is one of the DNA baits. Fluoro range wafters, and these beautiful creatures smell absolutely fruity, to say the least. So we're going to inject some of the smoke in there, and then we're going to get that out on the dance floor. I'm going to put a bit of bait on that spot because all the fish have come off baited spots, and I've only got 24 hours left, so I need to make something happen. I'm going to stick with a zig on the left rod, keep watching the water. I've not seen anything show. To be fair, I've got a good view of the lake. I can see down to peg 16, 15, I'm in 14. I can see all 13's water where my mate Robbo's dropped in, so I've got a good scan of the area. So anyway, I'm going to get this out on the dance floor, and yeah, I'm going to stick with solid bags on that spot, put a bit of bait over it, and then just leave it, and that'll stay till I go home tomorrow. I might put a fresh bag out tonight, we'll see how we get on. So let's get it out there. Good evening, Blankers. Bit of an afternoon update. I've been sat in sun, it's been absolutely roasting. Me and Robbo have been having a couple of special milks. It's coming up to about 5 o'clock now, so we're going to give it another hour, and then we'll redo rods. I am going to stick with solid bag on the right, and I think I'm going to change over to a Ronnie on the left rod tonight. Don't know, the temperature has dropped now, it's gone a little bit more overcast. I'll show you the lake. So it has gone a little bit better than what it was before, but still not ideal. So yeah, I'll switch over to Ronnie later. I'll give you an update just before tea time. But now I'm going to... sorry for the background disturbance there. Can of beer opening, a can of special milk. There goes the 1742 to Birmingham. You odd son. So yeah, I'll be back in just before dark, let you know what the crack is. Hopefully we get a fish between myself and Mr. Robbo. If not, see you in the morning with a brew. But no, I'll see you before dark actually, and then it'll be in the morning with a brew as I'm packing up to go home. But yeah, I'll keep you updated, and I'll catch back up with you in a bit. Right, okay, it is 6 o'clock, so we're going to redo the rod. So we're going to go right rod, solid bag, back on the spot at 8 wraps, and we have seen a fish show in that area, which is good, while me and Robbo have been sat there putting the wheel to right and drinking some of that lovely special milk. And then left rod is going to go not too far to fair. I'm going to go just off the back of that weed bed, because the other side of the weed bed is too far on the other side. It's not in my water, and there's someone fishing in peg 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. So there we are. So let's get them out on the dance floor. That's them done. I'm going to go right rod solid bag, left rod Ronnie rig, a little bit of bait out. I might just put out the rest of the DNA bait bug, a few spoms. There's not going to be much going out, and that's going to be a plan of attack until we go home tomorrow, Blankers. So it's looking glorious. Take a look at that. The sun is absolutely blaring down still. It's not ideal conditions, but at least we're not going to have a wet pack down tomorrow morning. So let's get these rods out on the dance floor. bro, thank you. Is that everything, yeah? Oh shit, yeah. Nice one, mate, thank you very much. See you later, pal. Well, there we go, Blankers. Good morning. Very, very quiet night on the quarry. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning now. I'm all packed up. I've got to get away as it's Monday morning, so it's time for work. So a little bit of an earlier getaway, but yeah. Not been a successful session. We lost one on the first day on that zig. Moved into 14. Didn't happen for whatever reason, but still had a great social last night with my mate Steve. A few beers and a good few laughs. Putting the world to right with this stunning view. So until next time, I will be back on the quarry, definitely before the end of the year. But there are going to be a lot of Bluebell Lake sessions coming up, Blankers. So stay tuned for more info on that. But that is it. So if you're out there, tight lines, I hope those alarms rip off for you soon. And I'll see you on the next one.